Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about the digital art movement or the crypto art movement, whatever you want to call it. I think that these two things are actually kind of one and the same. Yesterday I purchased my first work of digital art that is secured by a blockchain. It's being secured on the Ethereum blockchain, and I bought this piece by an artist named Copy Art. Today's video I'm just going to be talking about digital collectible art and I guess art in general, right? And the impact of blockchain technology on the art world. So why am I interested in digital art? I believe that we're living in a time in which almost two different asset classes are being simultaneously created. There's the art asset class, which is an asset class that's been growing. I mean, it's been around for a long time, but I think it's very much become like a popular, more understood, proper asset class. And then you also have crypto assets and Bitcoin and other digital currencies and digital commodities coming around at the same time. And so I think that blockchain technology is going to do a couple different things to the art world. On one end, it's going to allow people, registration and certification and tokenization of different pieces of art. In the art world, the two things that kind of define the value of a piece is I think the word is provenance, which basically is like proving where the art piece came from or being able to track where it came from, and then authenticity. So knowing that this piece of art actually came from this artist, and is it forged, right? Because forgery is a big problem. And so I think it's very understandable that at the same time that digital money and sort of questions around what is value and how is value created and sort of, I guess, really the subjective theory of money really coming, or the subjective theory of value kind of proving itself out empirically in the marketplace. I think that the rise of this phenomena, along with the rise of, sort of, I guess, the reconceptualization of where art derives its value, and also what some call the artist as crypto financiers. And the crypto art movement really challenges perceptions of digital art by creating pieces that are specifically designed for trade through cryptocurrencies, right? Like whenever Copy Art decided to create the piece that I purchased yesterday, he tied the value of this digital asset to Ethereum. And in doing so, the artist not only sort of exercises his rights in terms of being able to join whatever economic market that he chooses and being able to tie his own financial well-being to different monetary policies and really getting to choose one's own value structure, which is something I've talked about in previous videos, right? Digital art is, it's data that is, sometimes easily forged, easily copied, and it's hard for digital artists to really, sort of create a portfolio of value because their work is so easily replicated, or at least easily forged, I should say, because it's not replicated if the authenticity of the piece can actually be drawn back to the artist. And that is what blockchain or digital art is allowing, and what this whole crypto art movement is empowering a new generation of artists to be in control of consensus of what their work is. And so I believe we are entering into a very interesting time in which sort of the economic system as it has traditionally been defined is on a global scale is shrinking at the time when this sort of digital economy is growing rapidly. And so my belief is that I will be able, or if I'm able to find artists that I think will be able to, really stand out in this new art movement and be some of the first mover and shakers. For example, I know there was this artist named Kevin Abosh, I believe, who created something known as the Forever Rose. And the artwork was, I think it's technically the first, but basically what he did is he sold shares of ownership of this digital rose. And I think the starting market price for this piece of art was $1 million. So this is going to be something that continues. And if you're able to find artists that really make an impact in this era, not only are you going to, be able to get some of their first collections and works, you as a collector also get to define what actually ends up having value, and also participating in your own way in terms of what value system you decide to use as it relates to monetary policy and such. But yes, I think that this space is very interesting. I think there are going to be a lot of opportunities for investors. I think there's a lot of opportunities for artists. And I think that this is ultimately just going to push forward sort of the really the intrinsic nature of digital currencies and of consensus and of social consensus around value, right? And I think that that's really what's taking place not only in the crypto asset, quote unquote, movement or asset class, but also in the crypto art asset class. And I think that it makes a lot of sense that these two things are happening at the same time. So I'd be very interested to hear your guys' thoughts, hear your opinions, hear what you guys think about this new art movement. If you guys know of any really cool crypto artists, please drop their names in the description box. I'm going to put a link to X Art Copy's work in there as well, so you guys can check him out. But I'd be really interested to know of some new artists and see who you guys think are important in this movement, and maybe some new pieces I can add to my collection. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.